Hey there gamers, this is V and now you're watching another video for Second World Gods and Demons. Some people asked which talents I use. I'm using Jungle Hunter for Ashen Arena and sometimes Shooter, but let's work on the Jungle Hunter first and what's set up for you to actually survive. And trust me, it actually survives even against big players. So let me share with you. Let's start with something small. First, the artifact. My char is actually built on evasion, so if you look at the basic stats from the Demolisher, gives evasion, crit power and accuracy. Evasion because I needed more, crit power you know why, and accuracy to actually hit the target properly. And the second one that I'm transmuting for its skills, it's Bloodline. The Jungle Hunter is well known for his HP regen, so the Bloodline does exactly that. If you didn't know the skill, it heals you with about 10% when you mark targets, and if your HP is under 50%, it actually gives quite a boost in damage to 100% attack. So yeah, that's Bloodline, and I use it perfectly when it's about healing myself. Now the most important part on the setup for the Ashen is the talents. But before talents there are the skills. You can change, usually people are changing the web for a boomerang, and I did as well. Well, it happens in only certain situations when you actually do that. But in terms of PvP, web, it's properly because it actually pulls the targets and pull them all together in a single place, and the other arrows that are going penetrate through them makes it easier for you to hit the same targets if they are standing still, of course. So this setup on skills, you have the two thorns and the Vinet. The Vinet, it helps you hitting from the distance and move on. Okay, so now the talents. So the first talent will be number 2. Heal yourself by 75% of the poison damage dealt to the enemy. Why? Because most of the skills from Jungle Hunter are giving poison. It doesn't say poison, it says damage over time, but it is poison. And also the only one that doesn't says that, it's the web, but for you to fix that, if you want more heal, you can go with the venomous arrow, and that will attach poison to the web and you will have an increased healing. But what I do recommend, instead of getting, you can sacrifice this talent for the second one in line. Reduce damage side over time by 20%. So imagine all those ultimates like Celestial with all those heals, or Vampire, or most of the classes that are doing overtime is not a burst damage. So you will go for 2 on this one, and you will sacrifice a bit of bloodbath in a way. Okay, the next one, you need a way to escape. So you want the carry through. When you hit it, you actually want invisibility on it, because it helps you a lot to escape in certain situations when you are marked by 3 people at the same time and you want to get out in that situation. This is your perfect bet, and this also helps a lot in fog. Okay, so the first one, there are 2, 2 and 2. The fourth one, I went for the jagged arrow to go for a bit of damage. This one, it's a bit defense, and this one has more damage on the skill. Instead of 2 lions, they appear 4 lions and had more damage. This one is good when you're actually running around. If you're doing solo without any team or anything and you're just running around there, you use the lions, but otherwise use the jagged arrow, this one, lead arrow. The next one, this one, each crit bonus, it's good stacking up. This one is good when you're having the lions as well, for the, like I said earlier, for the running one. But for not, you get the second one for DR, Natural Blessing. You get DR, so that's more defense. On the 5th, is it 3, 4, 5, 6? On the 6th, if you have Marshall, you already have this talent open. So on this one, you can get your movement speed to get more DR. Well, like I said, if you had this one, the steady, the critical, and the lions, if you build up the setup for speed run. But if you actually want to fight with them, you get the second one. Okay, so the second one, and the Natural Blessing was on the speed one, sorry. Okay, so the natural blessing was on the speed one. You want the steady shot, you want the critical, because you already have defense on the martial talent, gaining super armor and 33% evasion inside the burst circle. Also, you're rooting them by 0 to point seconds. That's enough because the jungle hunter actually hits very fast, so you root them a lot in the circle, and it lasts for quite a while, enough to kill people in there. So, and the last one, I have it from the ruler. I went for, of course, final evasion increased by 5%, immune to critical while nimble is active. Okay, so this one, the guerrilla warfare, it doesn't have that much damage, but if you have these talents, you increase its damage if you rely on that. But I wouldn't recommend to focus that much on the guerrilla warfare. If you do PVM content, yes, you can rely on it. And this one, the regular skill have a 50% chance to dispel one buff on the enemy. That's for PvP. And for PvP, it's good as well in Ashen, but not that great. I prefer to go for the defense because my damage comes out from poison as well and from the fast shooting. And this is the setup, so it will be 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1. So that's the setup you want in Ashen Arena. That's how I play, and it works pretty well. Even against big players with level 6 Titanids, everyone is using this bug lately, and everyone that had 1-2 build, now they have 5-6. So yeah, the game has became a bit harder. So when you are, make sure you try to, the time when you actually use your ultimate is when you encounter 2 people at least, because if you go one-on-one and use your ultimate, that's quite a waste. So the goal for you is usually how I start. I'm starting with the lions. The moment I see the first one in range, the moment the arena starts, I'm starting with the lion because I can do remotely. And the moment he gets close, I already set up on him. He gets poisoned. Usually when people get attacked, they panic, so they go back. Most of the time, about 75% of the time, they go back. So I go with the lions. By the time I'm using every other skill, the lions are ready again before the fight is over. So when you're actually using the ultimate, even if you fight one-on-one with someone and you see another one coming, then you're good to go to use your ultimate because it's gonna come exactly in time. So divine for all the buffs to maximize the damage, and ultimate. And now when you are in your beast circle, what you want to attack people as fast as possible for the amount of time that the beast circle stays on. So then you activate the swift movement. You don't use it for running. Yes, you can use it for running if people are chasing you in there and want to kill you usually, but you can run forever, do you? So yeah, when you use the beast circle, use the swift. If you do the way around, you will have a bit more damage on the ultimate, because when you activate swift, your damage increases. But like I said, you wanted more time in that beast circle to kill people. So if you root them for each attack, you want them to stay there. So if your attacks are fast, he's gonna move like a second, move a second, move a second, and so on. And by the time he's getting out of that circle, he will be dead. Of course, if he has divine and leap and other stuff, but that applies to each fight is different, right? So you want that. And this one, the warfare and the lions now, I'm using them especially for chasing people, because they usually run when they see the beast circle. And with that setup on the talents, when you hit the beast circle and after the swift movement, your HP regen is so high, plus the artifact, the bloodline, and the evasion combined from the talents, your HP literally doesn't move. Only if you get attacked by 3 people, your HP is moving, but still you'll resist long enough to do some damage on them. There wasn't even a single fight that I had, and it was impossible for me to make damage, no matter who I was fighting against. And trust me, we have people with 30 billions power. It actually is just one, but still, there are lots of people with 10 and over. That's insane. This bug is gonna ruin the game, and I'm telling you, I don't know what's gonna happen lately. I heard there is a new big update soon, so I'm hoping they're gonna fix it, but I don't know how they're gonna fix 5-6 billions power for other people that managed to do all these bugs and sharing Titanids level 5 and 6 to people, buying Titanids with 150k soul crystals and stuff like that. This game is above, I don't know how to say. Anyway, that was everything for this video, guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe in case you didn't, and I will see you on the next one.